had Hackett and his dad on yesterday, and they were speaking upon, back in the days, they wanted to get that work. And Leonard Ellaby and people from Mayweather Promotions was basically saying, "Hey, ease off on Shorty." Um, basically saying that he got the receipts for all that. I mean, do you feel like that comes like is that the reason why you think he answered to your tweet because of stuff that has happened in the past?
Possibility, possibility. I was at the fights and somebody sent it to me, so I just respond to it. I was in the audience at that time, and
Mm-hmm.
I just say, hey, let's make it happen.
Right.
It's perfect timing. Shit, he looking for a comeback fight. Both coming off losses. Why not?
Bernard says he's willing to bet 10,000 that Jalil stops Devin Haney. What's your thoughts? You think that Jalil will stop him?
I believe so.
Hmm.
My opinion, I believe so. But people hate when express your opinion. But it's okay for them to express theirs.
What would you have to say about people that say, Devin Haney has the experience factor in the pros, that it's not necessarily a good fight for him?
They have a right to their opinion. I can't, down for what they think.
Hmm. For sure. Now, do you feel like, also, Africa, he fought a great fight as well against Liam Paro. He's had some things to say about Africa as well. But what do you thought about the performance of Africa and Liam
He
Paro?
fought the perfect fight, man.
Hmm.
Perfect fight. I gave Paro, I think, the first round. Other than that, maybe 2 rounds. That's the most.
In the beginning, early rounds.
Yeah, maybe 2 rounds. And then Richardson shut him out.
What do you when you see that, the adjustment being made in the middle of the rounds, what did you see?
I seen Africa took his jab away from Richardson. Took his jab away from him. Once he took his jab away from him, started turning him, man, flipping the hook off his jabs. That was it.
Mm,
He was beating him all night. He just couldn't. Power just couldn't, find himself.
right. Eddie Hearn has spoken saying, "Hey, Richardson and Teo, Richardson and Cambosis." I remember when I talked to you last. You're like, Cambosis fighting at 140 pounds. so,
You know what?
mhm.
If they wanted that, to put Richardson on, that's easy money for Richardson.
Cambosis.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
How did you like the whole setup in Puerto Rico and how Eddie organized the
It was
show?
beautiful.
Besides,
I mean, the cards were stacked, man. And, nice competitive fights. It was beautiful, man.
nice, nice. So, what are your thoughts on Richardson, Hitchens, and Teofimo Lopez for unification in New York City? What you think about that?
New York, that'd be huge, man. That's the perfect spot for them two to fight. But I think Richard to get him.
Yeah,
His jab, will, give Theo problems. In my opinion,
you think his jab will neutralize Teo?
it is neutralize the flashy stuff that Theo tried to do. You know,
Mm.
yeah,
In your opinion, what makes Richardson a good boxer? In
his
your
jab,
behalf, because he's comparing himself to like Tank
his
Shakur
jab,
Stevenson. Can he do that?
yeah. He got his own style. His jab. He do some things like Floyd Mayweather. He don't have the strongest pop, but he got just enough to make you respect him.
Mm.
Yeah, he got a good jab, man. Good boxing ability.
Yeah. So lots of Tio has spoken a lot on Top Rank for Mark Crable's interview, and he spoke upon, hey, who does he want next? He said, listen, Jaron Ennis, Tank Davis, and Terrence Crawford all in a row in that order. Tell me what you think about that call out.
Whichever one he get first, if he get him, he won't get the other. He won't get the other two because either one of them gonna whip his ass.
All hitters.
All hitters.
Do you think that was a publicity stunt?
Yeah,
Calling those guys out, you know what I mean,
for
to
sure.
get, views.
For sure.
So do you think that, Richardson, Hitchens, and Tio could be one of those fights that look more realistic?
Yeah, at the 140-pound weight class, it's more like it.
Yeah, and I see what Eddie just did now that I'm thinking about it. It's like, Cambosa's fought, you know, he's been in New York before, but in the same time, it's like Tio lost to Cambosa's. If Richardson beats him, now he got one up on him.
Exactly. I would take that Cambosis fight first. Easy money. Take it.
Mm. You think if they do fight, Richardson would be the favorite or Teofimo Lopez?
Richardson to be the favorite.
Richardson just undefeated, champion, that type of deal.
Yep, just captured the new belt. He definitely be the favorite,
Mm.
And he just beat the man that beat the man.
Right, right. You know, uh, Devin Haney's also, been talking about Richardson Hitchens, saying that he wants that fight as well. Richardson Hitchens has also went out in public and said, every time we spar, I got the better of Devin. Um, you think that's a good fight? You know what I mean? They seem like they fight kind of similar, but
I was going to say, I think that fight would be the most jabs thrown in the history of boxing between Hitchison and Haney.
yeah.
More jabs thrown in the history of boxing right there. That'd be a good fight. Good competitive fight.
Mm.